and welcome to In This Corner TV. I'm James Smith. Well, Saturday night has turned into Sunday morning. We're still here at the MGM Grand, where earlier in the night, in that ring that they're tearing down, it was Floyd Money Mayweather making it 43-0 with a hard-fought, unanimous 12-round decision over Miguel Cotto. I said going into this fight that I thought it could be a very entertaining and interesting fight, and it was. Here's what the unbeaten pound-for-pound king had to say about his victory tonight over Miguel Cotto. Floyd, first off, congratulations on a terrific performance tonight.
Thank you. You know, I couldn't do it without the fans. You know, it was hard work and dedication. What else can I say? Very, very exciting fight tonight.
I said going into this fight that I thought Cotto could even be a tougher competition for you than Manny Pacquiao, and it proved to be a tough fight.
But, you know, I'm a true champion. And, you know, a true champion, a tough competitor. He's a tough competitor. And like I said before, 37 wins, 30 knockouts. Cotto's a tough guy.
Let's talk about your 43rd win. You added some stuff to your arsenal. I mentioned the other day, old school. I saw right hooks and a lot of uppercuts.
I mean, because, you know, I'm a student of boxing. And when he faced Zab Judah was using the uppercut. Shane Mosley was using the right hook, so I said, you know, let me add this to my arsenal, and that's what I did tonight.
You look like you were having fun, despite it was a tough fight. You look like you were having fun in there.
That's what it's about. You know, it's about having fun, enjoying your job, and giving the fans you must watch TV, and giving the fans exciting fights. Very, very tough competitor. Take my hat off to Miguel Cotto, one of the toughest guys I ever faced.
And when will we see you back inside the ring?
I'm really not sure. You know, this could be my last fight. You know, I really don't know at this particular time. You know, I take some time off, talk it over with Leonard, talk it over with Al, and talk with HBO and see where we go from here. But I have a lot of young, strong champions under Mayweather promotion, and we're going to do some big things in the future.
Congratulations on number 43. Great to see you, champ.
Thank you.
We also got reaction from some of the luminaries in attendance at the media center after the fight.
Great victory for Mayweather, and great show for Cotto. Two great fighters, and the people saw another great fight.
How do you certainly you rank up there? Do you think Floyd's the best fighter in the world today?
I think so because he has a very defense, a very good defense. He's a very good contrapuncher. He's the best fighter in the world.
I try to explain to people, Cotto, a boxer likes to fight and then not fight, hit and not get hit. You know, pick his spots to rest and pick his spots to work. Miguel Cotto takes that option away from you. You know, he kind of forces you to fight when he makes you fight, and a lot of times you want to rest and you can't because he's forcing you to fight. And I remember I experienced that, and it was very uncomfortable when I fought him. And in spots he would do that to Mayweather, and it was interesting to see how Floyd reacted. In those certain spots, he fought back well. In other spots, he had trouble, and he kind of got caught, and he took his lumps as well. At the end of the day, though, we see Floyd Mayweather is not a prima donna. In the rare instances he does get hit and he's in a tough fight, the guy fights, man. So, you know, people get on his case all the time, but, you know, this is a warrior. He's a great fighter for a lot of reasons. And one of those reasons is also, if he has to, he will get in the trenches.
I've had him as the number one guy in the sport for quite some time. Do you agree with that he's the pound-for-pound best?
Yeah, bar none. You know, and I thought today he beat his biggest threat. Tonight he beat his biggest threat. Because, like I said, I thought Cotto was the biggest threat to him, more so even than Manny Pacquiao.
I'll tell you, Smitty, I'm trying to think as far as a pure boxer, I thought that up until this point that Ricardo Finito Lopez was the best pure boxer I ever saw, but gradually I'm coming around to the way of Floyd Mayweather Jr. I mean, he's a kid that a lot of people like to dislike, but no matter what you think about the kid, he's so gifted, he's so talented, and he works so hard, Smitty.
You got to give Cotto, though, credit. He made it an interesting and a fun fight.
Well, gee, it was, you use the term fun. I suppose you're right for the fans. It was very much fun. But Cotto was a brutal war. He came to fight. He was dedicated. He trained as hard as he could. But I think just the class of Floyd rose, you know, the cream rose to the top tonight. I was just so pleasantly surprised to see how well Floyd Mayweather did. And, you know, the kid he's going to be incarcerated now for 3 months. He lives like a king, better than most kings, third world country kings. And he's unflappable. I mean, I'd be had my tail between my legs and running off with But he doesn't, he just nothing shakes him up. It's a wonderful way to be. But I suppose, Smitty, if you and I just dropped about $50 million in our bank accounts, we'd be unflappable too. It's impossible to live with.
I am now as it is. You'll be sitting ringside for Pacquiao and Bradley. I don't think that's an easy out for Manny. I think it's going to be a tough fight. Do you think we'll ever see Floyd and Manny in the ring?
I don't know. Larry Merchant asked him an interesting question tonight. It was a bad time to ask it because you want to know about a 60-40 split. The fact of the matter is Floyd Mayweather doesn't need Manny Pacquiao to make the millions that he's making. He's such a big star attraction in his own right. So whether we'll see it or not, I don't know. The fans would love to see it, and Floyd's always talking about the fans. If that happens, I think Bob Arum can make the fight. I mean, Carl Moretti and that whole staff over there at Top Rank, they want to make the fight, and they'll make it. But anyway, it's got to be reasonable for their fighter, too. So, I mean, if he's willing to fight for 50-50, he's already agreed to the drug part of the testing program, has Pacquiao. So, I'd love to see the fight. Do I think it's going to happen? No, I don't. I really don't.
So Mayweather may be number one, Finito number two. Where am I on this list of greatness?
Smitty, you're number one, kid.
Well, leading up to the big fight, there was yet another big fight as Mexican superstar Canelo Alvarez remained unbeaten. He's now 40-0 after a lopsided, dominant performance over former multiple-time world champion Sugar Shane Mosley. Mosley, 40 years of age, and at times he looked it, but I give him credit for just surviving as he was battered throughout, head and body, consistently by this 21-year-old youngster who, again, is already a superstar in Mexico. With performances like this, he could be a superstar globally very soon. So Floyd has some forced time off in front of him starting in June, which will last for about 90 days. But then it'll be, I'm sure, back inside the squared circle at Camp Mayweather. And I think there's still a possibility, slight possibility, we could see him back in the ring before the end of the year. But don't expect that to be Manny Pacquiao. With what Floyd had to say after the fight, we may never see a fight with Manny Pacquiao. I'm to the point where really, to use a line from a great movie, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. One thing we did see tonight was one heck of a battle. Miguel Cotto deserves a lot of credit. He put up a fight, did a really nice job. He brought Floyd out of his comfort zone. Floyd always told us he wanted a dog fight. He was in one, and once again he prevailed, 43-0, the best fighter on the planet today. For In This Corner TV, I'm James Smith.